This video was brought to you by a better planner, Kempower, Markus Bil, Stormberg and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are now in Neumünster in Deutschland, or Germany, I mean. And we are sitting in a Kia EV6 GT. And we're gonna do the second test now, which is to see what the consumption is when we try to cruise at 200 kilometers per hour. It's now 2:34 at night on a weekday, and hopefully we don't get blocked roads. But there is this stuff going on this night, is that they are transporting some wind turbine elements, blades and shit. So there will be some schwer transport on the road. Okay, we just wanna get going there as fast as possible. Oh shit, I can see it there. But hopefully the leftmost lane is available. So anyway, so the plan now is to drive at 200 kilometers per hour constant speed. The cruise control goes to 180 on the speedo, which is 175 GPS speed. So we will see how it goes now. Yeah, let's go. I just zoom. Oh yeah. This time I don't use the GT mode because we're not gonna do the hammer, crazy hammer speed or whatever. We would just cruise at 200. Okay, let me see, I need to navigate. Schwer transport, okay. Yeah, okay. But I need to cruise at 200 as constant as possible. Let me see. Just navigating the south one. I have marked 2 points, the north point and the south point. The south point is around Quickborn, the north point is a little bit past Neumünster. So yeah, when I'm cruising at 205 on the speedo, that's 200 GPS speed. And now we just cruise and see what the consumption will be. Yeah. And also I want to calculate the losses, and I also want to pay attention to the battery temperature, if it goes up or not. But I feel like it's quite effortless for the car to maintain this speed. But mind you that the drag coefficient of this Kia EV6 GT is 0.297 something. It's almost 0.3, so it's quite high. Yeah, the consumption right now is 744 watt-hour per kilometer. So let's just try to keep up the speed, right? Oh, sorry for the shake, by the way. Everything is just a bit shaky now because I can try to set manual focus, but I think it would just no. It's pointless. There's some shake going on. It's not blurry because it's out of focus. It's blurry because it's shaky. And at night it becomes like this, but whatever. It's the numbers you see over here that you want to look at. That's the one we had. The other one is just like for illustration that there's stuff going on. Yeah. Because I could wait until morning hours, but then we will have way too much traffic and you can't maintain the speed. So yeah, and at least at 200 kilometers per hour roughly, the car is not over loud. So yeah, this time I will not hammer it. I will not floor it. I will not use the 585 horsepower like I did in the previous run. So we will actually stress it in a different way. But I feel like this one is way less stressful than going at VMAX. But in the previous run, I was quite impressed that you can actually maintain VMAX for a long time, for several minutes. Tesla Model 3 Performance, on the other hand, it has more or less the same top speed, 260 kilometers per hour, but you can only keep it for around, I think it was 10 seconds before it started slowing down a bit. But with a Kia EV6 GT, I could keep it for at least a minute until I started lifting up a bit. So yeah, now we're just cruising. That's a Ioniq, classic Ioniq. I saw the taillights. Okay, let me see. There's some stuff going on. I'm not sure. I just have to hope that I can avoid the traffic. So yeah, ideally, if I want to be a good German, I have to use the rightmost lane. But I think most Germans, if they cruise at 200, they will probably just hug the middle lane. Otherwise, they have to go back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. But I will not hog the leftmost lane because there might be people going at 250 kilometers per hour in the leftmost lane. Actually, when on the earlier run here, I was cruising at 260. I actually caught up with a Mercedes, and he was actually going at 250 exactly. Because when I was limited on speed to 250, I was going the exact same speed as him. So yeah, now we just try to cruise. Well, actually, I haven't been strictly on 200. I've been a little bit below 200. So let me just try to overcompensate a little bit. Try to cruise at 200. There, okay. So yeah, to see that the temperature here stays stable, and we only consume around, let me see, let me try to get a steady, we consume a little bit over 100 kilowatts to maintain the speed. Consumption right now is 663 watt-hour per kilometer. Yeah, that is freaking high, man. Oh, that is high. I don't remember how it was for a Tesla, but it was a lot lower. So I have to pull out the numbers and see afterward, but let's see. What is that? Okay. Well, man, I love this stretch. We have unrestricted zone for quite a while. It's good for doing some high-speed runs at night. It's very safe, smooth. Well, smooth most of the part. And at least at night now, we don't have too much traffic. So I made a mistake on the plaid run, going too late, or rather early in the morning, around 5-6 in the morning. That was painful, man. Way too much traffic. So yeah, so far so good. 18.7 kilometers so far. Let's see. Yeah, okay. We have 20 kilometers more on this direction before we turn around. But I can already calculate that if the consumption is 650 roughly, then we can go more than 100 kilometers before we run out of juice. And I have to extrapolate the rest. Yeah, we'll see. You see, we have a mid lane hugger, so then I have to go to the rightmost lane. Sorry, leftmost lane. He's actually not going that slow. Maybe he's running at around 150 kilometers per hour. Then he wants to hug the middle lane. Yeah, but a true German would be like this. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Zoop. Yeah, just hug this one. And then boom. Well, high beam seems okay. At least for straight roads like this. But once it gets twisty, then I feel like the side spread is not the greatest. Maybe this was optimized for Korea or Asia rather than twisty roads in Europe. So yeah, not much to say. You see that, again, the battery temperature stays quite stable, and then this one is a little bit misleading. You don't get 480 kilowatt, you get roughly 450 kilowatts, for 445 roughly, but you also don't get that for too long. You can watch some of the other videos where I use all the power, but you have to be in the GT mode. Right now I'm just in normal mode. You don't need to be in any special mode now. So and I'm not sure if the GT mode might consume more energy. Maybe it wants to be, because in the GT mode you can set it up to be in eco mode even, but you can customize everything. And in the GT mode you can also go for Sport Plus, and it's a Sport Plus mode where you get all the power available. And then I'm not sure if it does something weird with Sport Plus that might make it better for sportiness, but maybe not so good for efficiency. Yeah, I haven't tested that extensively, but okay. So let's see now, I have to pay a little bit of attention. Okay, we still have 13 kilometers left before we need to turn around. And the traffic should be low. I think it's roughly around, in about 1 hour that there will be some morning traffic. So yeah, let me just hug the middle lane. 27 kilometers done so far. But also we will see something here. Here in the beginning we had supposedly 74. It's slightly misleading. The actual kilowatt hour you get is lower than that. Oh shit, there, see, that guy is over the line, so I have to move over. But you're supposed to have 74 kilowatt hour if you drive more normal speed, slower, right? But at high speed you have higher power output and then more losses. But even when I did the crazy ham run with a high power output, I had only 4% losses. So I'm guessing that for this run we might have only 2% loss, which is remarkably low. Tesla had 7% loss. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. This is a test I've been waiting for. See, 9 kilometers left, right? Still going. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Eventually there will be a speed limit we have to slow down for. But not yet. Right? Okay, there's some traffic. Yeah. Not much going on. What the heck? What the heck? Almost feels like the temperature in the battery is low, is dropping a bit. But okay, what I know from experience is that okay, outside. Oh, I forgot to include outside temperature in the thing here, but we have 16 degrees Celsius outside. Yeah. If you were cruising at, let's say, 130, 140 kilometers per hour, this one would drop, and it would stabilize at around 30 degrees eventually. But it usually takes a while, maybe an hour before it drops that much. But now it is higher because the power output is slightly higher. Okay, let's get back into the middle lane. So, you see, 5 kilometers left. Yeah, I'm starting to know this stretch now. Check out what is there anything going on. Nope, everything looks normal. Yeah, around 120 kilowatts for maintaining speed. Okay, consumption right now is 646 watt-hour per kilometer. Eventually I have to get an action camera, and I've been looking at some videos, and I'm quite convinced now that GoPro Hero or GoPro, no, nicht good. DJI Action 3, I think it was called. That one is way better than the GoPro, even the latest and greatest GoPro. So eventually I need to get a GoPro to be mounted right at the steering column, right in front of the instrument cluster. My only concern is that they might block. Here's the, okay, you see here's the speed limit, so I'm slowing down, and if I use I pedal, we get quite strong regen. And then I switch over to level 3 regen. Let me slow down. Okay. So this was way less stressful than the high speed run, or the top speed run rather. Because at the top speed run, we eventually hit 50 degrees Celsius. I don't remember if it was 51 or even, but yeah, it was 50 degrees. And the car didn't really lower the rate. It took a long time to lower the temperature. I think it was more like 10 minutes before it managed to cool down the battery, so that we get more power, because we were getting power limit. Now you see this one lower a little bit now. It means that we might not get 450 kilowatt. We might get 430 kilowatt actual power you could get from it. So yeah. I mean, why are we getting slight power limit now? The temperature is probably not the cause. I'm guessing maybe it's state of charge. Yeah. Okay, let me see. At night now it should be quite empty. Yeah, and this one I don't have to wait. I just have to yield for traffic if there is any. Auto. Nope. Okay, go. Yeah. So this is why I like this quick-born turnaround point. Okay, and now next one I just need to navigate. Let me just do that while I'm here. Okay, and then I navigate to the north point. Wait for the lag. There, 44 kilometers from here. Okay, that's the north turnaround point. So yes, this is the south point. And this is, if you kept going there, we will end up in Hamburg. 430 kilowatt now, supposedly. Yeah, okay, we're not going to use all that power. Oh shit, yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There is some schwer transport going on. They're transporting parts for wind turbines. So let's see. Yeah, I don't want to pass them too fast. But once it's clear, then yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay. And also, I don't want to use full power when I accelerate. because that will introduce more heat. But let's see. Okay. Now let's go back to around 200. Wow, 42 kilometers done now. This goes schnell. So average speed is around 160 kilometers per hour so far. But we have to, the turnaround points slow us down, plus the starting point. So we just have to try to go fast. But well, I can feel there is some imbalanced wheels here. I'm not sure if it's the front or the rear, but you see, this is already what I've experienced before. That many wheels, they just. In Norway, you simply can't go 200. You will be put in jail if you go 200. So some of the tire shops, they might optimize, or they might just balance the wheels for, let's say, up to 120 kilometers per hour. But when you go at these speeds, then suddenly there is vibration in the wheel tire. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a rubber or. So you can fix this, but if you use, because if there's too much weight on one side or stuff like that, then you get this eventually when the speed is too high. So what you need to do is that you have to take off the weights and then take the tire off the rim and then rotate it 180 degrees or something like that, and then balance it again. So that's what Nokian guys did. They were really skilled people. They did that when they knew that I was going to use the Nokian Hakka Black with the MC Hammer with my Model 3 Performance. Then they super balance it for me, so I would avoid vibration. So that's why the camera is shaking a little bit. Okay. Yeah, just look at that, man. The min temperature is actually dropping. Wow. And the max temp doesn't go above 40, so very impressive. Yeah, but this is exactly what I want to show you, that an electric car like this one doesn't cost that much. I mean, it still costs a little bit, yeah, but it's not like a Plaid, you know. You can get 2 of these for a Plaid roughly, but you can still maintain 200 kilometers per hour without sweating, without overheating. If we did this with classic Tesla, they would suffer eventually. Oh, so you see, things have developed for the better. So they're getting better and better. But range, of course, yeah, range at these speeds might not be the best. That's what we're going to find out also. How far can you actually drive? Energy-wise, we have not reached the halfway point yet. It needs to be at 37. This one needs to be around 37 kilowatt hour. Yeah, but we have done 51 kilometers so far. So let's see now. Keep driving. So far so good. Yeah, this is going way better, man. Next time I want to do something like this, I need to do it at night. Like, I need to finish everything before 4 in the morning, for example. But then, which car should I do it with? And will I get enough view counts? That's one thing, because I spend a lot of money and time getting here doing this test, but I personally want to know how it is, how it performs, if there is a limitation or not, and also if we have like power limits or rapid gates. So just for my own curiosity, yes, I would do this. But of course, if I don't get many view count, if I don't get high view counts, then I might not do many of these, because then I should do something else instead that people want to know about, right? But also, this is also interesting, because when I tested the car, or I didn't really technically test it, I was sitting in it in outside of Frankfurt. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I don't remember. But when the other driver was driving, then it was in the daytime, you know. It was during an event, so you simply can't cruise like this. So then we didn't really stress test it. This is also considered a stress test, plus a quite unique high-speed run that I simply can't do other places. I would only do 90 and 120 kilometers per hour test And this one is not too relevant for most people, except for that since this is like a beefy, GT, right, can go schnell, then we also want to see, well, if we push it not to the limit, but at least push it hard-ish, can it handle it? Well, right now it seems like it can handle it quite marvelously. Look at that, the temperature is dropping 39 degrees now. Damn, man. But okay, based on the previous tests now, I get the impression that the battery chemistry here is quite good, and I get the impression that it has low internal resistance. Oh shit, what the heck is going on over there? Polizei! Achtung, Achtung, Polizei! Oh, wait. Oh, maybe I saw the Polizei earlier. That's where the Ioniq is charged. No, it's not. They have police. Yeah, I want to check it out. Yeah, they have police escort. Yeah, there's something big there. I've seen it. Parts of some wind turbines and the pylons. So, all right, keep hammering it. Yeah, I'm also live streaming. I'm not paying attention to the chat. Sorry guys in the chat, I cannot read the chat right now. I'm busy concentrating here. Okay. Yeah, wow, our speed is around 180 kilometers per hour now. Oh, that's good. That is proper schnell. Okay, we still have 20 kilometers before we turn around. Consumption has dropped to 605 watt-hour per kilometer. See, this is a lot better than the high-speed run. And I mean the hammer run. On the hammer run, I had as high as, I had almost 700 watt-hour per kilometer at one point. That was quite crazy, man. Okay, but no, I forgot to show you. You see, this one we are already below the halfway point, but this one is not. This is because the state of charge scale is not linear. Yeah, on the Chinese, on the Korean cars, they are not linear. They haven't, like, ever since classic Ioniq, it's been like this. So you just have to bear that in mind. But this one is linear. Well, I mean, if you look at this one, if you remember what you had in the beginning, then you can look at the watt-hour remaining. Okay, so far so good, man. This is wonderful. Oh man, just to be able to cruise around here at night. Yeah. But consumption, okay, consumption is high. Tesla, well, that was a Model S or Model 3. They are lower, smaller. They had only around 400 something. I don't remember exactly. I have to pull out the numbers afterwards. We have to do some summary. But yeah, they had lower consumption, but they are also smaller, slicker. So maybe a Model Y would have been interesting to test. Yeah, I actually have a Model Y Performance from Marcus Bil right now at my home. But I'm not sure if I have the time to come here. It depends on Marcus, how long he wants me to camp with the car. Because he said that he wants to sell it soon. So yeah, if I have time I can do it, but nowadays I'm quite busy with the new house and the old house. So that's why. But yeah, with the GT here, I planned it for a long time and I always wanted to test an 800 volt car to see how it performs. It performs very good, but I think it's not because of the 800 volt system. It's because of the battery pack, the internal resistance of the battery pack, or the chemistry, and that's why it performs like this. So because what I saw with the 400 volt cars like Tesla Model S Plaid and BMW i4 M50 is that once you get power limits and once stuff overheats, what overheats? Well, the battery overheats, and once the battery overheats, it takes a long time to recover, to cool down. It was around 10 minutes before the i4 managed to get out of the overheating and boost was re-enabled again. But if the motors overheat, then normally they cool down within just like minutes, maybe not even minutes, just 30 seconds. Then they are a lot colder because they have way lower mass. So that's why, in my opinion, when it comes to performance, 400 volt cars, they should be able to perform as well as 800 volt cars, as long as the battery packs are good. So in other words, if we put this battery pack in a Model 3 or Model Y, it should perform better maybe than the existing Tesla battery pack. But it's just a matter, like they've used pouch cells here, which has some good properties. But Tesla uses the cylindrical cells, which are cheaper, but maybe not as good when it comes to these kind of stress tests for performance. You know, but okay, so now we're just cruising. Have to use the outer lane now for a little bit, since there are some people in the middle lane. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, we're getting close to the turnaround point now, and then you will also see soon on the left side there will be an Ioniq site resting area. I have to pay attention also to kilowatt hours. Let me see, quick math here. I have to do some quick math on the fly because the numbers on the instrument is not correct. The car claims that we can drive another 100 kilometers. Ain't gonna happen, buddy, but let me see. But if we have 600 watt-hour per kilometer and we have 27 kilowatt hour left, that is around 40 kilometers of range left. Okay. So based on that, I can estimate how far I can drive and so on. But we have to turn around here soon anyway, because if we keep going, then we will end up in the 120 zone. So alright, just cruising. Yeah, temperature is stable. This is very impressive. It's not going up, at least. And if I could see stator temperatures, I don't think that's even a problem. They are barely hot or warm, or what they call it, lunken, right? So yeah, okay, 2 kilometers left. Yeah, this is also a thing. Like when you go at these speeds, then 200 kilometers, no, sorry, 1.5 kilometers is actually a little bit, it requires a little bit of planning. And you can even see the exit markings coming up soon, so you can prepare. Here, I need to start regenning. Okay, and then okay. It's like an airplane, right? Slowly slows down before landing. You can't just suddenly slow down within a minute. Right? Okay. So here now I need to slow down a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right. This is a turnaround point, and then high beam. Okay. Not the best spread, but okay. Well, let's see now. Now, what I want to do is to navigate to Ioniq. Yeah, okay. So I do this, and then go to Ioniq, the north one. Okay. Now we go south, and then now we just drive a little bit back and forth, and then we try to end up at that Ioniq. Okay. Let me see now. I have to double check average speed again. We want to try to keep a high average speed. The consumption has oh shit! Yeah, that was not the best. I was not paying attention. My mistake, but fortunately we did this at night. I wouldn't drive like that at night, by the way. But yeah, their consumption dropped a little bit. 590 watt-hour per kilometer. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like the mother truckers here, they want to overtake each other. Like I wouldn't want to be in the middle lane if one of them decides to move. Well, I think this guy's a little bit over the line here. Okay. Yeah, let's see now. In 1 minute we will have driven for half an hour exactly. Oh, okay, let me slow down a little bit. Try to maintain 200. Yeah, so the cruise control doesn't go that high, unfortunately, but I think in the BMW it can go that high. Yeah, over here. This is the exit we need to take eventually. The Ioniq chargers out there. Oh, okay, the navigation. The navigation said I reached the destination already. What? I didn't? I didn't? Okay, let me just navigate to it again. I have to make sure I don't get lost or drive too far off. Okay, now this is good. Okay, now we just drive until we turn around and get over there. Okay, okay. Almost feel like we have slightly more traffic now. But you guys saw that the one with the police escort. That one is I bet that one. I'm pretty sure you cannot overtake. Or yeah. So we want to avoid that one. But I don't think we will reach it even. Let's have to do another recalculation here. Now we can go roughly. Okay, if the consumption is 600 watt-hour per kilometer, and we have 19 kilowatt, we can go roughly 30 more kilometers. And right now we are. Let me check here. We are 20 kilometers away from the Ioniq, so I can go one more exit past this one before we turn around. Okay, let me speed up a little bit more. Yeah. Not much to say right now. Just keep going. Keep going. Okay. Yeah, the average speed is roughly 180 kilometers per hour. That's good. That's pretty good. Okay, let me see. If we go past this one, we'll check here. There. Ding. Recalculating. Get over to the rightmost lane. 22. Oh no, it's still. I can still go a little bit more. Yeah. Wait, I should use high beam. But see, the problem is that the trucks they. Oh shit! Wait, is that okay? There's just too much traffic. I can use high beam for 2 seconds, and then there's always something coming. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Oh shit! I hope. Okay. Worst case is that if for some reason I have too long distance, then I can always bail out at another Ioniq, even though it's freaking shabby over there. But I would just go there briefly. Yeah, there's another Ioniq on this side. Yeah. But it's scary over there. Okay. Keep driving now for the next exit. Then we see. Wow, we're already down to 25%. Yeah, see, this is the thing. With electric cars, like, I've done almost 100 kilometers. And then suddenly we are 25%. Well, actually, it's more like 20% left of energy. Yeah, the scale is not linear. Okay, car needs to calculate something. Oh shit! Oh shit! 40 kilometers now. Oh shit! This is exactly what I've been talking about. That suddenly we have 40 kilometers. Oh, which is way too far. So we have to bail out at the other end. I'm gonna just plug it in and charge for a little bit, just so I can go back to the other safer Ioniq. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll just continue the test. I need to navigate to the other Ioniq now, so I don't get lost here. Just check something. Okay. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah, this one is the next one here is fine. We will end up with maybe 5% at that Ioniq, the other Ioniq one, the south Ioniq. Okay. Let's see. So I hope I don't run into that convoy we saw earlier. I mean, we are moving so fast that we will be gaining on that convoy. Yeah. We'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, we just hit 102 kilometers so far. Consumption is still 598 watt-hour per kilometer. The battery is stable. Power limits, you will see that the power limits start falling down a little bit now as we go deeper. The battery is nearing the end. Let's see, this one is on the turnaround. Oh no, this is just the resting area. Okay. Try to maintain 200 again. I need to just quickly plug in. I can show you guys, it's a freaking scary Ioniq, man. I have to go to, I would just plug it in and charge there for about just a couple of minutes, so I have enough juice to go to the other Ioniq. Right, 3 kilometers left. Same story there. I have to get ready to there, low battery. Yeah, I got low battery warning now at 15% left. Okay. Yeah, so fortunately it seems like we avoided that convoy with the Polizei. Well, except that we are not at the turnaround point yet, but it's coming quite schnell now. But you know, this is crazy, man, that I'm cruising at 200 kilometers per hour and it doesn't feel that fast. Yeah, and the car feels nice and rock solid, like rock stable, even at these speeds. Okay, let me get ready to turn around. We want to start slowing down now. Okay. Okay. Nice and easy. Oh, okay, slow down a little bit. It always gets a bit rough here. Okay. What do I do here then? Wait, is this one? Okay, no. Oh, what the heck is that? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. It's the one with stop sign, but that's fine. We just have to stop. Complete stop and then go. Yeah. So this is nice. There's no stop lights or anything. A fast turnaround point, and then we have to go this way for the other. Okay. And now the car. Whoa. Huh, interesting. Now we're suddenly at 40 degrees Celsius, but is the battery heating up? No, it doesn't want to be at 40 degrees for the fast charger. So, yeah. Actually, ideally it wants to be lower. It wants to be around 25 to 30 degrees. Okay, see, we have to get back to 200 again, but without spending too much or without too much heat loss. So this is an interesting range test. It took me about an hour to charge 100%, and then we drive it down within 45 minutes. Okay, that's one way to do it, yeah. All right. Okay, let me check here. 7 kilowatt hour left. And we have 10 kilometers. Yeah, we're gonna go deep, man. Yeah. Okay, almost done. 8 kilometers left now. Yeah, let's go a little bit faster to try to compensate for that. But you will see now that the percent starts dropping fast towards the end. And that, yeah, 6 kilowatt hour left, okay. It's also dropping fast. Always go deep. Yeah. Shit. Let's see, 130, okay, the battery, the car is warning me about, yeah, it's giving me some hint that I won't be able to make it to the destination, but that's fine. I will make it there, just barely. Right, we just, wait, what is that? Oh, okay, oh no, they are, okay, whatever. I can just be on this lane. I wasn't sure what they were doing. Okay, 5 kilometers left to go. Okay, so try to maintain 200. Yeah, well, like this one here, see? I wasn't sure what's going on, but here there is actually a truck in the middle lane. And he's a little bit over to the shit, man. Oh. Yeah, it was a little bit over to the left side of the middle lane also. Yeah. Okay, almost there, almost at Ioniq now. Brokkenlandet it's called. The broken land, the broke back land, yeah. Yeah, this is proper deep. I need to calculate afterwards how many kilowatt hour I have. Yeah. Oh, charge immediately, power limited. Oh shit, 5%. Oh, do we get turtle mode? I'm not sure, I didn't see the turtle yet. Well, yeah, I was speaking of turtle mode. Oh, wow, this is what turtle mode with the EV6 GT looks like. You can still hammer at 200 kilometers per hour. Well, actually, wait, how many? We have 198 kilowatt left. Oh, okay, yeah. But I'm there in 2.8 kilometers. I'm almost, yeah. We're gonna roll in. We could probably just put the car in neutral and roll into the charger. I mean, yeah. Let's see. Oh, next one. Yeah, the navigation is a bit weird. He wants me to exit here, but it's not. It's the next one. 4%. Okay. Go. Okay. I wanna regen a little bit hard. Okay, harder. Oh, harder. Look at that, 260 kilowatt regen. That is proper regen. Okay, now we come to the freaking scary part, man. Let me I don't want to be there too long. I need to record the data somewhere first. Okay, and then I quickly go over there and plug it in. I don't know if there's anyone there, hopefully, or most likely not, but it just looks freaking nasty. It's scary also. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see. 580 watt hour per kilometer. Wow, okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Wait, what's going on over here? Okay, let me just stop here for a bit, okay? I'm just gonna stop here and record the data, all right? Okay, I look at the numbers now, and so this time we managed to pull out 73.5 kilowatt hour, and we're supposed to have 74 kilowatt hour. So we have only 0.7% loss. That is incredibly good. Tesla, on the other hand, in similar runs, they had whooping 7% loss. Why? I think it just boils down to battery chemistry and form factor. That Tesla uses the smaller cells, which are cheaper, but maybe not as efficient when it comes to losses. But these, I think it was prismatic cells here. Wait, was it prismatic or the other one again? Pouch cells. Pouch cells maybe. They seem to be way better at these. But I mean, is this just a random result? No. When I did the more stressful run, the hammer run, it was actually way less efficiency or more loss. So, but it was still really good. That's what I found now with this test, is that this car, I mean, the battery here is really, really good when it comes to, and my guess is that the internal resistance in this battery must be quite low. And that's probably the reason why you can charge so fast without too crazy buildup of heat. So yeah, this is interesting, man, that we have figured it out. But or is this insane property here because it's 800 volt architecture? Okay, let's take that in the discussion. Or take that discussion in the comment section then. Yeah, but that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.